You ever wonder why some people seem to have a really solid relationship and some people seem to always be in crisis with one turmoil after another? I see it a lot. And I used to have a marriage that seemed like it was more chaos than it was joy. And I think there's a lot of people out there that are looking for this ideal relationship, which we know doesn't exist. You can't compare what you and your spouse are going through with what you see on Facebook and Instagram because people tend to really just show their very best selves. But there are some basic things, foundations that will help you improve your relationship and pull you out of the chaos and into what we call secure relationships. We all are with somebody who is different than us, who has a different opinion about things, different wants and desires. And we all try to get our partner to give us what we want, whether that's more sex or more attention or talking more, communicating more about money, whatever it is. We all want our spouse to give us something that we're not getting. In a securely functioning relationship, one that's healthy and good, you learn how to attract one another, persuade one another. You're not trying to threaten or force your partner into compliance to give you what you want. What I mean by that is if you're somebody that gives your partner the silent treatment, or you're somebody that gets mad and blows up and yells, you're trying to get your partner to give you something that you want and you're doing it in a threatening way. Somebody who is in a secure relationship knows how to talk to their partner, ask for what they want, but they do it in a way that's more playful, maybe flirty, maybe sitting down and having a serious conversation like, this is really important to me. I really want to talk about it, but not in a way that makes the partner feel insecure or unloved or like they're in trouble. Another thing that will help you to have a better, more satisfying relationship is when things are tough, don't put the relationship at risk. Don't threaten divorce. Don't get mad and just walk out of the house and your spouse not know where you're going or when you're coming back. Those little things are really important because again, it's using threat and hurtful ways of getting our partner to see our pain, because that's really what you're wanting. You're wanting your partner to see that you really want something that you're not getting from them, and you're doing it in a way that shows them you're hurting and they may not receive the message like you're wanting them to. When you're with somebody you love, it's really easy to take certain things for granted. Do you remember when you were first dating and you would greet each other when you saw each other? It was like, hey, how are you? I missed you today. How was your day? A kiss good morning, a kiss good night. We would have these special rituals that would keep us close. And as you get busy with life and kids and jobs and work schedules, all the crazy stuff, those really important rituals go away. When your spouse comes in at the end of the day, or you come in at the end of the day, you want to be greeted, you want to be acknowledged. One of the coolest things that's happened recently is my husband is home before me in the evenings. And when I get in, he's often standing in the garage waiting so that he can help me carry all the crap that I've traipsed back and forth between the office and home. It just makes me feel special, loved, and cherished. And so when your spouse comes home, if you're there, drop everything just for a minute. Let whatever on the stove be on the stove. Let the kids entertain themselves for just a minute. Go give your spouse a hug and let them know you're glad to see them. You're glad they're home. These are the sorts of things that help couples stay connected and feel really close, because in good relationships, you have created an atmosphere where you are solid. You have each other. You know that mistakes or dropping the ball is not going to cause your partner to think less of you. You know that your partner has your back and you have theirs. It's creating this environment that's so safe. It's home. A relationship that's a good relationship, you both have a safe place to land. And if that's not what's going on in your relationship, then there's help for that. You can create that. The kind of the key there too is that you're both willing to show up and create this safe environment. And if one of you isn't willing to show up, I want to talk to a marriage therapist about that too. There's too many unhappy marriages, and it just doesn't have to be that way. Some of it's understanding, get realistic expectations. I mean, all marriages go through distance and times of feeling really disconnected, where we fight more than we love, whether we are disappointed more than we're not. Another key thing to keep your marriage on the right track and off the road to divorce, when you start to feel negative about your spouse and really, really critical, then you're going to be keeping a tally of all the rights and wrongs. Stop looking for who's the better one, who's the right one, who's the wrong one. And every time that you say something negative about your spouse in your head, I want you to replace it with some positives, because you married this person for a reason. And those reasons are likely still there, just maybe not quite as on the surface as you'd like them to be. A marriage goes through lots of phases, good and bad, hard and easy. It's learning how to keep your North Star, to keep moving in the right ways. And I know that in my marriage, even on the days we don't like each other, we're committed. And the days that we adore and love each other are more often because of it. Enjoy each other and kiss each other goodnight tonight.